I am Feedback Gaming and I play games in unconventional ways, where the United States had helicopters in World War II. No, you didn't mishear that. That's right, the United States can get helicopters in the 1930s. Because in the latest expansion for Hearts of Iron 4, you can get secret projects. One of those is an early prototype of a helicopter which you can build and add to your divisions, and they're unbelievably OP. Reduce that supply down as low as it possibly can go. Big divisions that use very little supply. This is what this video is all about. An army deleted. A navy merged into a death stack. Easy. A naval engineering facility. Don't really want to use that, so we won't. An air force. A little bit of an air force anyway. Delete it. America. Build mills in all the high infrastructure regions, which at the start of the game you don't have a lot of those. Yeah. Oh, build in a few places. Your industry is so fat it doesn't really matter what order you build things. Build them however you please. National focus. We're going to continue the New Deal and basically fix our economy instantly. Because you can do that as America. Nerf America? Paradox is like, no way, Dave. And you might as well, at the very start of the game, make your land warfare facility, which I recommend you build near your capital. That way you can get the maximum amount of supply, which gives the maximum amount of research, which you will find out later on. It'll make sense. I'll make it make sense. Helicopters. There we go. The recon helicopter. We also have the helicopter medevac, and we also have the logistics helicopter. We will be doing all of the helicopters. And we'll be pairing that with hardness, because at the moment, hardness is very, very strong. So we're going to have a handful of powerful micro divisions. Why not pair them with the maximum amount of hardness? A little bit of production, a little bit of motorized, a little bit of trains. The Pennsylvania first class. Nice. And planes. No, we're not going to bother with that at the start of the game. Look at these glorious ships. Almost finished construction. Oops, I deleted them. Whoopsie. And we'll build convoys at the start of the game. We'll say we'll build 100, then we'll actually make a proper navy. And then we're going to sell everything on the market. You are democratic, which basically just means is you have access to the entirety of every other democratic nation in the world, as well as access to the market of everyone who is non-aligned. So at the very, very start of the game, everyone needs resources. And guess what? Everyone's going to buy them from you. Open up the markets. Don't let them be closed. Oh yeah, and also need some anti-air as well. Yep, there we go. Netherlands, Colombia, Ireland, Romania. Okay, that's right. I know what flags mean. Okay, just hit yes to all of that. When you get bored of clicking that, just hit auto request and say yes. And look at all those economic surplus points. ECS. We'll call them ECS from now on. Look at all those ECS. Lots of ECS, which give a construction bonus. If you go into your construction screen here, over here, you can actually see that. Look, there you go. Can you see that? Economic surplus bonus is giving bonus to construction speed. Fantastic. All right, so people always ask me, experimental facilities, how many should you build? The answer is 3 of one type. There you go. Now you know. I always feel like the best place to build them is actually where your supply depots are. Here, there's one in Richmond, so we build it in the capital of Richmond. There you go. And we're going to spread them out a bit like that. I said it once, and I'll say it a million times. America is OP. Yes, I know they were OP historically, but I'm playing a computer game right now and I want a computer game experience. I feel like USA needs to be nerfed. That's right, it doesn't matter what building you build at the start of the game. Just build anything what your heart's content. It doesn't matter. You want your special infrastructure, go for it. If you want mills, go for it. All up to you. There is an incentive though to go for infrastructure, but that's not until the election of November 1936 where you get the New Deal and it gives a big bonus construction speed to infrastructure. The one thing you probably are less incentivized to make at the start of the game is factories. You can see that military factories and civilian factories minus 50% and dockyards too. So basically build things that don't have a penalty. Probably building these at the start of the game is probably worthwhile. There you go. Look at me. I'm actually min-maxing. Look at me, daddy. I can actually do it. I'm min-maxing. If you hover over here, it'll say the penalties. In this case, there are no penalties. You've got a bonus of 15% construction speed and the economic surplus bonus. And then if you look at the mills here, you can see there's a 50% penalty construction. You just get an idea of what to get. All right, John Walter Christie. He is a tank specialist and a gifted engineer. Fantastic. We do not have any breakthroughs, though, but we are working towards them soon. Top that off, then. In that circumstance, we don't need radio. We're going to need artillery. So see the ones here? The ones that have got these like little green lips on them? This here, this here. This indicates you will get a breakthrough progress bonus. There you go. Can you see that? Produces 0.12% daily breakthrough progress. If you are interested in getting lots of breakthroughs early game, you'd stack these specific technologies. I personally find it doesn't really matter. I tend to find I get the breakthroughs if I want them, if I build enough facilities. We either build the facilities or later game get it from the techs. The BPA is done. Now we do the Economic Adjustment Act, which destroys the Great Depression. Now we can build ships. I don't usually do this. I think I'm going to build the big ships. We don't actually have any big ships. Early cruiser hull. I guess we go heavy cruisers? Yeah, why not? It's opposite day. But we don't have any chromium. One. And the two. And the three. And the four. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the lack of chromium is severely hurting us. And I don't care that much about ships to import the chromium, so I just don't care. At the start of the game, I really like the silent workhorse because it gives political power. When the Great Depression removes your political power, so you gain back from what you're gaining when you get the idea. Anyway, Chief of the Air Force, and we are going to go for the air safety or night operations. Ooh, which one do we want? Ooh, it's a tough one. We'll go for the night operations. Now, to be honest with you, the Genius is better because it gives extra more command power. So late game, you're probably better off switching onto that. Also, you are America, meaning you have unlimited amounts of fuel, so you can exercise your fleet indefinitely. So that's what I recommend you would do. Find a general, move him over. Don't forget to... Oh, we've got a breakthrough for our Navy now. I don't care for the Navy though, so I'm going to ignore that. Construction 2, naturally, is followed by Construction 1. The Economic Adjustment Act has been done. You can get another research slot now. We are going to be researching things ahead of time because that is the most beneficial way of doing it. And there, look, you can exercise your fleet indefinitely and exercise the planes on it as well. Look, your fuel is still going up, even though they've added a penalty to undisturbed isolation. So even though we've given a penalty to America that's really fat and really big and really painful, it's still not big enough because you can still exercise your fleet indefinitely and gain an unlimited amount of Navy XP and then max out your doctors before the war even begins. I love America, by the way. Okay, I always get one guy in the comments that cries and says, "But Dave, America is OP because it is OP." Yes, I agree, it should be OP, but at the very start of the game, it should be weaker, significantly weaker, a lot weaker. I personally think this undisturbed isolation should be doubled. That's right, 100% penalty to military construction speed. Okay, that's too far. Probably 90% actually. We have extra civilian slots. Build them across the East Coast. I love the East Coast. 13 colonies is my bay. Okay, so we need to recruit a new scientist now, but unfortunately we need political power because at the start of the game, you only get one land scientist for America, which is one more than what Britain gets. Okay, we have air XP now, so we can make planes. In this case, we're going to go for a basic small airframe. Do we have one that's already pre-built? We do. We're going to add on the bigger machine guns. And then we add on the plane Mayo, the long-range aircraft, which is very unusual, with machine guns. And that'll be fine for now. Yeah. Another one of those moments of where I don't usually do this, but it is opposite day, so why not? I'm actually going to make a medium airframe plane with bombs, dual engines, long range. Oh, we can add actually more turrets on. Oh, wow. A lot of turrets. Can I actually make this? I can. This is just an insane number of turrets. This is actually doable. Okay. I feel a bit uncomfortable about this, but okay. I can just imagine my brain is flying around and it's got so many turrets on the top, left, and bottom and center. It's just like spraying bullets everywhere. That's actually kind of funny. I like that. The way I usually do this is I usually put at least 3 mils on here and then the rest onto the planes. And that's a decent fighter at the very start of the game. All right, we need political power. We gain political power when we get rid of the depression. And the only way of getting rid of the depression is to wait at least a certain amount of time to go for the new acts to get rid of the depression. We also do medium lobbying to get house support. All right, do you want to focus on firepower or do you want to focus on production? Well, it doesn't really matter because at the start of the game, it doesn't make any difference because you have to go through the production ones here to get to the best one at the moment, which is this one, which gives breakthrough defense and production reduction. The best one is this top right one that gives soft attack to artillery because artillery is all about soft attack. So getting more of that, it will benefit you exponentially. Also, another episode, I don't usually do this. I'm going to go for this one on the right here, which is the anti-tank. I'm not going to make the anti-tank, but I will take advantage of anti-tank guns on planes, and I will be taking advantage of the breakthrough bonus for the ground-based stuffs. Okay, my last game I went for neutrality. I'm going to go for limited intervention. I believe this is the historical path, and this is the one where America doesn't declare isolation. And you know what? I actually could be wrong about that. You know, it's going to suspend the persecution of the commies, and then you get to hire 3 free communist advisors. That's right, they have no political power cost, which is really weird because it's another buff to America when America's already too strong to begin with. Guys, if this is upsetting you, me repeating these lines over and over again, well, get used to it because throughout the entire video, I will be moaning how OP USA is and I want to be weaker. Where my American fans will be like shaking their fists like, how do you not respect America? And I'll be like, I love America. America's my favorite continent. What is the capital of the United States? U and then S. Yeah, hello, I know everything about America. Okay, so we can actually upgrade this ship. I don't usually go for catapults, but you know what? This one time, I actually will. Add the extra battery on as well. Why not? Sonar, why not? Also one of these guys to add extra production. Yeah, why not? Oh, no, I can't make this ship because apparently it goes over the 5,300 class limit. Okay, we're going to have to make it without the big guns until later in the game. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to modify a few things. So I took off one of the anti-airs. I lowered the class of this anti-airs. I had to take off the sonar, but we still got the big gun. So it's kind of worth it now. Love the excessive clicking. And then what I do is I select all of these. Ooh, wrong one. And basically say that when these are finished, they will disband the production line, then progress on to the next one. Here you go. The new deal is here, giving a 20% construction bonus. One thing that's really common about American politics is if you ever want to boost the economy, you always got to do an infrastructure act. I feel that's like a reoccurring theme. Do infrastructure act, GDP go up, inflation go down. You know, all those memes. Okay, the best thing to do in this circumstance is to focus heavily on your infrastructure. So these areas here, they've got lots of steel and lots of production. What I'm basically doing is increase them and put those to the top of the queue. Now, the ones that are almost done, these factories, I'm going to shift these to the top and just finish them. But look now, you're getting like a big penalty for your construction and you're not experiencing a malus due to undisturbed isolation. It pays itself in the long run. Also, this is pretty useless. Kentucky supports military. Okay, where's Kentucky? Oh, okay. Go on, Dave. Geography test. It's going to be somewhere in the middle like there. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How does he do it? How does he do it? Now, every American will say, Dave, that's so easy. Point Landitno. Where's Landitno in the United Kingdom? Where is it? Huh? Where is it? Landitno. No, you don't know, do you? There you go. You failed the test. All right, scientists. We still need political power for that. So we're going to have to fix the Fair Use Policy Act and then reach out to the WARE group. This is where he gives you a free advisor. This is an OP one. All right, we have political power now, just a tiny little bit. So we're going to hire a scientist. Be aware, having the facility without the scientist means you don't get the bonuses. And make sure you select this girl, Kate Blair, and then you're going to gain breakthrough bonuses. Okay, so we need helicopters. And I realize I've just meant land warfare facilities when I actually need aerodynamics. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Okay, Charlotte's, and then these two locations. Here, and here, and then Atlanta. Here. Yeah, there we go. Be aware that experiments and facilities do not gain a bonus for extra infrastructure, so don't bother building the infrastructure. There's no point. She will not gain a construction modifier. I think probably the reason why is that the modifier would be so unbelievably huge, it would be making them too cheap. And that would give like an unbelievably big bonus to nations who can build infrastructure really high. Okay, don't forget to go to naval reform, because this will increase the amount of naval XP you get. Naval XP go up. Medium lobbying. Do it. Anti-tank is done. We'll do the radio now. A critical weakness of shipbuilding industry in New York. New York's an easy one. It's that one. Okay, I did actually cheat because you can already see that on the map. Oh, hang on. What's this? The Statue of Liberty gives 2% political and 5% stability. My goodness. Didn't even check the buildings. A bunch of nations now have specific buildings that give very, 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 very small bonuses. Don't get carried away. Those bonuses are very, very small. And you can't collect them either. You have to own the territory and have a core state in it to be able to take advantage of the bonus. Anyway, limited intervention is next. And also we've got a bunch of advisors that are free, such as this. He's an economist, political power, and then financial expert. I can't believe these advisors are free. It's just stupid, but here we are. Excavation. Excavation too. Okay, aeronautics, guys. Oh, we've got a few of these. Okay, it's rockets, aircraft. Okay, there's no planes, guys, so we just get to pick the top guy. And then we'll go for helicopter when we've got the breakthroughs. We've only got... I've not even got one breakthrough, actually. Ooh, that's a bit annoying because that puts us a bit behind. So in that circumstance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush survivability studies because that's the meta. And I'm also going to rush heavy machine guns because that's also the meta. So with this focus, I get to be Team America World Police. And that means I get to send weapons all around the world to help them out in their little political spats. For some reason, I feel like I've got some aircraft somewhere. Yeah, I do. Forgot about you. Also, we check the market right now. You can see a bunch of planes that aren't selling. So what we do is we say, Black Friday sale, boys. It's on discount. Get them while they're hot. Selling, selling, selling. So you've got two choices, really. You either convert these old planes over to more advanced designs, or you sell them. In this circumstance, I don't want these. I don't want these. So sell all of them. Nice and cheap. Get on the market. Limited intervention. And then you can do the Lend-Lease Act, which limits your ability to send Lend-Lease by 100%. Is that specifically on the United Kingdom and France, though? I'm not sure. But regardless of that, we're going to fix Great Depression first. Medium lobbying. Be aware, medium lobbying will hurt your political power gain quite severely. However, it gives you more support in the house, so you don't have to worry about it in future. Trust me, it's a problem that we want to fix now before you get a fix. You have to deal with it later. Another air dude. And then we're getting more breakthrough progress now. Critical weakness, shipbuilding in New York. Did we just have that one? Okay, I guess we're getting it again. All right. So if you do complete the request of building a certain kind of building in a certain state in America, you will get a massive bonus to support in the House and the Senate. Appease the Americans. Industry 2 is complete. I'm going to research some of these technologies that no one usually goes for as well, such as armor-piercing bombs, and also the camera. That's right, inventing the camera. And then there's a third one as well, which is range improvements, which is genuinely is actually a really good one, actually. Okay, the Land Lease Act. The economy is opening. What you do now is you delete all these mills, and now you specifically build factories in the areas with 100% infrastructure. That way you don't have to deal with the big penalty to construction. However, soon we will be changing to civilian economy. Oh, soon. 300 political power. Ugh. I think this is the historical path, actually. I think the Neutrality Act is ahistorical. You know what? I've got like one Google away of finding the answer to that question, but you know what? I just cannot be bothered. As a British man, I will say the famous words of I cannot be asked. On this day, 0 answers were given. Air Force. Air Force. We are now generating a decent amount of breakthroughs. We have 1 breakthrough and we're working towards breakthrough number 2. So now you can see that we're spitting out breakthroughs at rapid speed. Myos, you know what I always do. I focus on soft attack early on because you are a major power. Get those extra points. Focus on the extra soft attack and then focus on production. Where if you want to focus on quantity, you want to go for the production ones first. Same old. You've heard it a million times. And I say it once, I'll say it again. There you go. The Land Lease Act is complete. Does that mean we can land lease to anyone? Yes, we can. Oh, mamma mia. So with all the guns sold on the market immediately. Put the convoys on a discount as well. All right, land lease, guns. Okay, now this is a problem because I'm basically overloading their... Okay, I realize I'm going to make a mistake here. So this is the meta of this, okay? When you want to min-max your land lease, you do this. So you send land lease of 600 convoys. Well, no, not all of them, just 600. Now, this doesn't have any convoy requirement. In the past, you used to put a convoy on top of a convoy to transport a convoy. I know that sounds silly, but that's the way it used to work. Then we send the convoys to them. Then they've got the transport network. Then we just send them just the right number of guns with every single shipment. That way, their economy doesn't get overloaded. Trust me, it does happen, and it's kind of frustrating to play if you are a player. But as an AI, you can specifically min-max them by setting just the right amount of stuffs. Range and agility and reliability. Okay, just queue all those up. I queue the whole lot. That way I don't have to look at it ever again. Well, until I get a policy, that is. Reached the point now that we've got so much support in the house, we're not really going to have to pass anything else. In that case, I'm just better off just building anything and everything. If we want to change our economy, though, we're going to need 300 political power. It does actually look like the min-maxi option is the other option, the Neutrality Act, which is kind of easy to mobilize your economy. Okay, so go into your recruit and deploy, hover over here, and it says 2 days and convoys will arrive, and they got the convoys. So now you do a lend lease specifically for the guns. Now you can see they've got significantly more convoys. So how many convoys they've got? They've got 630. In that case, what we do is we send just the right amount of convoys to maintain their economy, because otherwise everything's just gonna stagnate otherwise. And there you go. So that's too many. So 4,000. Shame you can't actually send just the right amount to not break their economy. So 2,500. Yes, that's it. That's it. I suppose we can also send a little bit of artillery as well. I don't think I need to send anything else. Maybe I'll send 2 trains a month. Oh my God, this is actually a proper min-maxi lend lease. Ooh, I feel like I'm actually being incredibly strategic here. Installed aggression, get rid of the crappy torpedoes, go for efficient communications, and you can start focusing on, I don't know, all of this. Yes, I will be maxing out my doctrines before the war even kicks off. Yes, that is unbelievably broken. Welcome to America. War props. Focus on Europe or focus on Asia. Doesn't really matter. At this point, I've, for the most part, finished my focus tree. Once again, I'm going to be focusing on the helicopters. How's the breakthroughs going? Something I always forget to look at. Yeah, we got 2 breakthroughs. Oh, just in time. So what you do here is select the helicopters and look at this modifier. Can you see this here? 1.15. This is telling you the construction bonus you will get for building helicopters in this specific facility. Well, this one again, 1.10. This one, 1.10. So this is the best one. And you can, if you look at the time, how long it takes, 492 days, 468. So do that one. Build it. Helicopter, helicopter. We are going to need field hospitals. We are going to need logistics. And we already have reconnaissance, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, we're going to go for the Selective Training Act because this mobilizes for free and saves us like 300 political power, I think. Also need to import a little bit of rubber. We will fix our economy by building our own refinery soonish, but not yet. Trying to save up 300 political power because I can mobilize immediately. Oh, then we get 50% war support too. We could go partial as well. It'll cost the same amount regardless. Ooh. Okay, interesting. The first supplies have arrived into China. It's not a lot though. They've still got a decent amount of convoys. Yeah, they have. They've still got loads. But the convoys are getting intercepted. Oh, I wonder what this red line could indicate. That's right. It's Lend-Lease from the United States. And what happens is Japan will embargo them. So how many of these supplies are actually getting through? I don't know. However, a bit of a stalemate is happening here. So maybe this is working to the right degree. Okay. So tempted to send them an attaché because I gained 10 war support for that. But I'm going to need a lot of war support to be able to declare war. Okay, so I don't think getting anything more than early mob is going to be worth it. But regardless, it doesn't matter because now I need to work on my planes. The technologies have just finished. So in this case, we go big machine gun, and self-sealing. Welcome to the plane that I will use for the rest of the game because the AI doesn't make very good planes. Also, I get to improve my machine guns, so I get heavy machine guns now. So be aware, this may take you overweight. Yeah, and it actually slightly has. Yeah, it has. Double heavy, single heavy, too light, too light. This has given us a gain of +2 air defense and +1.5 air attack. It doesn't really feel worth it. Anyway, done. Done now. No more tears now. It's been done. I'm going to invest into the medium flamers because they're the meta. Loses defense for medium tank manufacturer. However, gives soft attack, hard attack. Okay. The Selective Training Act. Let's mobilize. You know, actually, what I'm going to do is that's not that crucial. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to wait, gain double political power, and then either go for the Federal Housing Act to get rid of the Great Depression or mobilize whatever comes first. Oh, never mind. I guess we're doing the Federal Housing Act. A house for everyone. Joke. Only if you can afford it. So far, the Japanese progress is not very good. They've broken into Shaanxi, and then that's it. Currently have no convoys. Come on, are you joking me? Have they lost all the convoys that I gave them? Why do you do this to me? Okay, so it does say here, you have to read this very carefully, that if you scroll down here, you see the delivery efficiency is 80%. So that means 20% of all the equipment that we've been sent is disappearing into the ether. Build hospitals done. Shipbuilding in Georgia. So the state of Georgia is about here. Yeah, I did it. I mean, the state of Georgia and the country of Georgia, what's the difference, right? Am I right? Okay, you're making mechanized. That means you need to focus on hardness and also defense. Very, very, very crucial. Some of the other choices are less crucial. Stack breakthrough. I don't usually do that one. It's time to mobilize. Oh, hang on. Oh, have I not got support for that? Ooh, this might be the reason why I can't mobilize. Oh, is it because I don't have enough representation in the House? So you need to pass this bill. You've got to have a big majority in the House and the Senate to pass it. In that circumstance, is there any other buttons we can press? Special measures. Is it over 50% or is it way more over 50%? Wait for this lobbying to finish. Actually, do you know what? It wasn't a military factory in Georgia. It was a naval dockyard. I do actually like that event. It's not really intrusive. You just like, oh, if you build this, you get a bonus. But if you don't build it, it doesn't make an impact. I like that because it's non-intrusive and it's optional and it doesn't penalize you too heavily. I like that. Anyway, what kind of helicopters do you want? Speed? Or do you want to go for armor, breakthrough? Oh, fuel you. Oh, do you know what? I've never actually scrolled down here to actually see this. What do you know? I've learned something new. Okay, this is definitely the best one, right? Safety. Helicopter safety. Have you just heard about so many helicopter crashes? I feel like they're so unbelievably common, aren't they? What's that all about? Okay, lobbying is done now. Another medium lobby. Can't do early mob, though. I don't want to waste that political power, so I need to do another lobbying. Pay farm subsidies. That's basically nothing. These are all penalize me, but that takes too long for statehood. 2 senators added to Congress. They will initially support this. No. Okay, we have to wait for the lobbying to complete then. Wait, if I do radio propaganda, then send an attaché, that puts me over 50% war support, and then I can do partial mob. Oh, yeah. Oh, and actually, because I've got an attaché now, I can actually see what they're up to. And they've got so many more divisions than they've ever had before. The guns that I've inserted into them has made so much difference. Oh, that is so cool to see. This is something I used to do as a kid. I used to load up first-person shooters, And then I'd put the AI against the AI, and I'd love to just watch them and see what they do. And this is like my childhood all over again, watching the AI fight the AI, and I'm intervening in the war indirectly. Oh, that's so cool. The little child inside Dave is screaming with excitement. Experimental facilities. Tank boyo. This tank boy is the one we go for. Also, we can go for military engineering vehicles. Nah. Also, aeronomics radar is not useful to me because I will be building enemy in friendly territory. I don't have control over what radar tech they have. One of the sad parts of Hawaii is if you do get advanced radar, you can't invest it into other people's countries because they need to have the technology as well, which is kind of bizarre in a way, isn't it? Medium tank production, 5%. That's very good. Another production one is here. Armor on the tanks, very useful. Speed's very useful. Reliability is very useful too. Piercing or hardness, not very useful to me at all. Yeah, apart from that, I just don't want the piercing ones. Boop, boop, and then boop, boop. Yep, we can do partial mob now. We just need the political power. Just have to wait. The efficiency of delivery now is 62%. That means they're losing convoys. That sucks. Planes, improve the Mayo and upgrade the old ones. Medium plane, upgrade them, upgrade the old ones. Don't forget about your rubber. I will not forget about rubber. Also, you've got political power. We do the Selective Training Act. Yes, I will. And also more lobbying. Oh, no. They're actually losing ground now. I do think it's kind of cool that if the Japanese can't break Beijing, they do a naval invasion and then make breakthroughs elsewhere. I don't think that's kind of cool. I just like the fact that it's so dynamic. You know what I mean? It just shows that the front line is moving. Okay, are they not getting Lend-Lease anymore? Okay, one of the issues we're running into too is we're going to have to hire a military guy. That's eating in my political power. Ah, that really sucks because now I'm so far away from mobilizing. The economy wants to be open, boys, but it cannot be. All right, mechs. Start making them now. The mechanized. I want to see the consistency of their templates. No, we can't see that because we've not got enough intelligence. Click on the division now. And then, oh, they are using support artillery. Oh, that's really cool. So the AI is taking advantage of the equipment that I've sent them. Once upon a time, I remember sending medium tanks to China and they would never make a tank division. So it kind of felt like such a waste of time, you know? But now they do. Makes me very, very, very happy. All right. We're on limited conscription now. Saved us 600 political power. What? All right, that was a massive saving. Wow. Okay, we can make a flamer now as well. So, flame. Oh, no, we've not got the tech for it yet. Still working on that. Work in progress, boys. Election in Congress. The people have spoken, and I've lost support in the House again. Wow. Okay, heads up, guys. The meta is Neutrality Act, not Limited Intervention. Limited Intervention is really bad. Lessons have been learned today. Oh, okay. If I have 35% world tension, I can actually send volunteers. Oh, could I be involved in this war, but not actually declare war? That's so stupid, but I want to do it. I actually want to do it. It's so dumb. You are the champion of terrible strategies, Dave. Okay, deploy the planes. We've now got fires and tactical bombers. Deploy, deploy, deploy. Exercise to level 3. Don't forget to import some rubber. Lots of rubber. Top that off as well. We're probably better off researching synthetics. The technology that takes 300 days, so I'd advise you do it as soon as you can because if you need rubber, it's already too late. There is no legal transport path to be sent now. That's not actually true. Okay, so we'll try and send the Lend-Lease again. It says there's no transport path. Will it send it by land? No, it just keeps saying no legal transport path. If I were to get access to different countries around it, will I be able to supply China? I actually don't know. Helicopter has arrived. It kind of works like support equipment where you just build it. Deploy the horses. Now we need another 12 horses. Deploy. God, we need guns really badly too now. Sending them all to China. Will they actually arrive? They will arrive anytime. 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 Yeah, that's pretty much a no. They're not arriving anytime. Let's change it to 1,000. Maybe at some point they'll get a reconnection back and they'll be able to send this equipment. I don't actually know, but we'll just send it and just hope it goes one day. A Georgian horse has arrived. Japan has given us compensation. Now we've got partial mobilization. The economy is open. Invest in the economy of Nebraska. Oh, it's right in the middle. Kansas is around here. I don't want to look. It's going to be here. Oh, it's here. It's above Kansas. I thought it was to the left of it. Oh, well. What do they want? What do they want? They want a civilian factory. Okay. All right. You've got another dispersed industry. So now you can build in all these areas with green production. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. The flamer tech is here. So do a medium flame. And want to focus on speed. So do the Christie and then the gasoline. And then there's low reliability, so you need wet ammunition. 9.3. So we'll go for 9 kilometers per hour. That's going to be the sweet spot we're going to aim for. Oh, we actually have icons now for flame tanks. Wow. Mechanized can be improved, and I will improve it. I'm making it cheaper. Can we send them? No. Anytime. We will send it anytime, but there's no legal path. Once again, land leases have always been a little bit flaky. It's a thing that they added to Hoi 4 such a long time ago. The mechanics to them are just a little bit iffy. Old mechanic is old. Hey, don't go about your doctrines, have you? Yep, not even in World War II yet. We've almost maxed them out. Make it make sense. It so sucks. I just can't land lease them. Old mechanic is broken. All right, we've got a division here, and it is a tank division. That's not what I want. Because if I was to delete this division, it's going to cost me only 15 XP. Okay, no, actually, that is worthwhile. Or is it? It'll break even, because if we make a brand new division, it won't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It's going to have 4 motorized, 4 mechs. We want to go for the sweet spot of 25 combat width. Yep. And then motorized. Yeah, something like that. Yep. And then we're going to add on standard helicopter. And then we need the extra helicopter technologies, which we don't have yet. I've forgotten about that. So helicopter support company for recon. Helicopter support company for medevac. Helicopter support company for transport. Question would be, what if I lend lease the Guanxi clique? They don't have any convoys. So I'd have to send them convoys first. But they could get embargoed anyway. A living example of the catch-22 situation. It does feel like I delayed Japan's invasion though, because they were stuck behind Beijing for quite a long time. And I have the ability to send volunteers now. I do. Air volunteers. Oh, this is going to make such a big difference. Okay, we have proper bombers now. Exercise to level 3. Oh, we only have 2? We need to wait for the text to finish, then we'll make the ideal divisions. In this case, delete, get rid of you. We can only send 2 bomber wings because we only have 2 bomber wings. Oh, and that's lucky because we only need 2. Go here and start bombing here. What's annoying is we can't build more air bases and we can't tell the AI to build more air bases. And we're going to go for air crews and centralized control for the range. We're also going to go for meticulous preparation because we want to stack planning bonus. We're here and we're suffering from a overcrowding penalty. Let's hope the Chinese move their planes out of here. I guess what I could do is split one of them away and go there. Let the bombing commence. The joy of these planes is they have so much air defense and air attack due to the amount of turrets they've got. They should actually hold their own. Okay, this is suffering from a penalty due to lacking fuel. Are they both lacking fuel? No. Something to do with the location here. They don't have access to fuel. It is what it is. All right, let's get that stability up. Working conditions. We can improve production of planes by doing air plan. And I want to start producing more planes. More planes. More. And then top that off as well. We need the rubber. And then we're going to need the aluminium too. We can get more aluminium inside of America by doing more infrastructure as well as more excavation techs, which we'll focus on once we've got the helicopters. Okay, we're bombing this region hopefully to get the ports back. And then we can start transporting more weapons to them. I'm not holding out though because I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but we'll see. The range on these bombers is actually pretty good due to the fact that I've stacked the Mayo. Yeah, it's a really good range. If I better just to move here and go from do the distance. Yeah, that's actually more worthwhile. Then I get full fuel and then full air efficiency. Air efficiency, 100. Okay, we had ground support bombing. That's worth it. Close air support mission. That's actually the mission that I'm doing. So stacking that's super worthwhile. All right. And we have a war. The Second World War. Equipment's not getting through. However, I could help out France here. This is a super bad situation. Because if you could help them out, then you put them in a situation where you're basically offloading your equipment to France to be given to the Germans when they capitulate them. This is so stupid. Oh, man. I told you this is complete opposite day. I told you. We're doing everything we shouldn't do today. Welcome to Bad Strategies with Feedback Gaming. Get a notebook out because these are the strategies you never really want to do. All right. So if you just keep hitting shift and clicking, you can see the limit of the amount of convoys they've got. This seems to be the better option than just spitballing numbers. Okay, so they have 150 spare. Okay, so we'll send them 2,500 guns. Usually, it's artillery that they're struggling with as well. So we'll send this. This number's not right because it's not reflecting the change that I've just made. Medevac is done. Helicopter recon is done. And transport's not too far behind. And get the upgrades off the back of that too. And then we can add that onto the division. Where is the division? Here we go. Armored division it's called apparently. Helicopter. Next one. helicopter. Next one. And then we can add the flame tank onto. And then to top that off as well, we'll convert a bunch of divisions to this armored division. Oh, wow. We have all the equipment for that? For about 10 of these divisions. Oh my God, we have a lot of equipment. Okay, we have way more equipment than I expected. Synthetic oil experiments, rubber. Then we go for the rubber techs here. Reserve rubber. Then we can rush the rubber techs to get more advanced stuff. All right, they're connected to the front lines here. I think the front lines are more solidified now inside of China. Okay, we can send air wings. I'm sorry, China, you're on your own for a little while. And we could send bombers. Oh, this is going to be so bad because the Air Force for Germany is actually really good. This is a situation where I might come up losing too many planes. It might not be worth it, but we'll see. Helicopter Mayo. What? Oh, this is so cool. So cheap helicopters or harder ones? Oh, yeah, I want hard. Go big or go home. Reliability, speed, production costs. Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, that is a brand new Mayo that's new to this DLC. Does it have any special policies? Nope. Okay, let's not get too excited. Calm down, Dave. Okay, can we make a little bit of synthetic rubber? We're going to build that in the west coast. Pollution in the west. Militaries in the east. Transport helicopter. And that's it. We have the complete transport helicopter division. 4 helicopters. So the first helicopter is what I call the standard helicopter. It has a little bit of field hospital, a little bit of logistics, a little bit of reconnaissance, and a little bit of stats sprinkled through it as well. Also, a little bit of HP too. So once again, just basically a support company that does a little bit of everything, but isn't really good at anything. And then you've got the recon one, which offers you more recon speed than you would normally get from a recon. You also got the medevac, which also offers you more recovery rate and HP, which you already, hang on, you already get HP and recovery rate with the normal field hospital. I'll have to look into that one. And then you also get the transport, which gives you additional transport when you get the upgrades. Let me look at the difference between the recons. Recon and then recon. So reconnaissance between is 220 org. You got the speed. Nothing's particularly jumping out at me. It does appear that the first one doesn't give you a big bonus for helicopters, but the next one gives you a bonus for regular helicopters and also recon. So if you go double bonus here, you'll get significantly more bang for your buck. It's kind of a matter if you want the best reconnaissance for your planes, you just double them up. What has just happened here? Hey, this is historical. But it actually was in the Saarland here that the French probed, didn't they? Oh, look at this. The Americans are fighting the Germans in northern France. I kind of what I'll do now is focus on air. Victory through air power. Yes, that's the one I want. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, man, so many doctrines for free. Nice. Okay, so we've reached the top tipping point now. You need to turn from free trade, or you need to start pulling out more resources from the ground. So we're going to have to do a bit of both. Is it a matter of doing one or the other, or why not both? I always ask the question, why not both? Oh, another plane. Send another one over. Off he goes. I think why not both is a completely legit answer to a question of the dilemma between black or white. Why not both? Come on. It's a bit dirty to make synthetic oil as America because you have so much oil to begin with. But I'm not building it for the oil. I want the rubber. It's kind of weird that they do both, isn't it? Do you think? Does anyone else think that? Yeah, I think that. Oh, it's really working. Look, so the northern front here is pushed quite aggressively and doing a good job. But the southern front is really struggling. It's because, once again, my planes are doing all the damage. What if I move my planes here? And then I'll be holding both fronts and doing a decent amount of damage. But it might not be enough damage concentrated in one region to hold them back long enough. But we'll see. Okay, we get options for aluminium in 3 regions. Here, here, and here. Infrastructure. Make sure you pair your excavation techs with infrastructure because you'll gain more resources that way. Also get to max out my air doctrines, naval doctrines. What a great navy you have, Dave. Prepared for that World War situation that may not even come to me. There is a way of making planes cheaper. I think it's part of the focus tree down here. So we got air support making, close air support, and tacticals cheaper. Yes, that's the one I want. Yeah, playing with tactical bombers, so I want to make sure they're the best they can possibly be. Oh, I could spend my naval XP now on Marines. You know what? I forgot Pioneers were even in the game. Keep exercising the fleet. I want to max out my Marines. Oh, it's so cool to see this. Americans battling the Germans in Western France. Will it make a difference when the war kicks off? Probably not. Okay, we're going to go for Grand Battle Plan. But we'll do proper heritage. Just to level up our generals as much as possible and give them the most bang for their buck. Field Hospital 2. Reconnaissance 2. Once again, we're getting the most from our Air Force now. Those helicopters hit as hard as they can possibly hit. Okay, send volunteers. How many volunteers can I send? 3. 3 volunteers. So we will send 3 of you. And can I change these to mechs? 1 and then 2. We have enough mech to do that. We do. And then now these are officially declared as mechanized. I don't think 3 divisions is going to be enough to make an actual realistic change. I'm a bit nervous now because I think the Germans are going to invade the lowlands. Boys have arrived. Can you remember these divisions that arrived into France to defend French? Yeah, can you remember this? Once again, this is the most historical game. Okay, cavalry guy. Do they have a cavalry guy? They do. The reason I want the cavalry guy is he gains this faster, which leads on to this. And he's not in the officer corps. Oh, he's perfect for the job. Perfect. Perfect. Question would be is where do I place these guys? Do we put them on this front here? Is this the weak spot? More rubber tech. Actually producing our own rubber now, which is awesome. Oh, an invitation to join the Allies. Okay, do you know what? I've gone this far. I'm committed to this weird strategy here where I choose to not actually join the war, but I help out with volunteers. I am playing basically world policed USA. Okay, to send more volunteers, I believe the way you exploit that is by just pumping out lots of really small divisions. This may have been patched, be aware. All right, here we go. The Dutch have camped. Belgium is next. This looks like the French are not putting the divisions on the right parts of the map. They're gonna get completely steamrolled. Ah, come on, France. I'm nervous because that means I'm going to lose divisions, and I really don't want to do that. Okay, France has been accepting a lot of my lend-lease. Let's have a look. Sent a total of 11,000 M1 grounds and 250 guns. And I bet they've been training divisions, but they've run out of manpower. No, they've not. Okay, I'm wrong about that. I have faith in the French, okay? I have faith in my French brothers. Do I have faith in the Chinese? Yes, I do. They're doing a really good job of holding back the Japanese. A really good job. I'm proud of you boys. Okay, 2 trucks down here. Trucks are basically mechanized, so in that case, I get to research those ahead of time, so I will do that. Can we send any more volunteers? 3 of 3, and air volunteers are 3 of 3. Okay. What if I deploy all of you guys now? Not quite trained enough yet. Okay, deploy. Now can I send more? Air is the same, but ground forces, I can send 9! Oh, wow. Wow. Another 6. Send them over. Will they arrive in time, though? I really want them to make an impact. I really, really do. Yeah. I really want them to make an impact. Okay, so we're behind on trucks now. Oh, we're really behind on trucks. Okay, let's fix that immediately. Get that rubber imported. Only send 2 air wings to China. So this total number is based on your overall air force size and plus based upon the amount of provinces that that country has that you are defending. I guess what I could do is send air volunteers to the Guangxi clique and then see how many I could send. I could send another 2. Oh, well, guys, I am getting a lot of enjoyment from this game. I feel like a child at Christmas. Okay, and here. It's such a wonky strategy, but I love it. On the plus note, they couldn't take out my mechanized. So the Germans had to go around them. Oh, dear. No! Okay, do we try and get out of here? The easiest escape route is somewhere around here, isn't it? Okay, my guys have just arrived. I guess what I could do... Oh, this is such a cheesy strat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're basically making like some kind of strange slingshot to keep me alive. Yeah, this actually will work, you know. This is so dumb. And watch it. When they capitulate now, I'll have access to a port. No! Oh, did it just eject them back? I think it has. I think it's just sent the volunteers home. But not a single one of them get encircled. That is stupid. I love it. What I was expecting to happen is that France would cap, but these divisions would still be here. So I'd basically make a snake to the port and then leave. Oh, that's so fun. I'm having a good time. Anyway, let's send the planes over. Okay, they've arrived back. The heroes of France. You know, I don't use these volunteer mechanics very often, so I've completely forgot how they work. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. That was kind of funny. All right, we're heavily bombing the south now. If I coordinate all of these guys into one spot, will I be able to do enough damage so the Chinese can counterattack? There's actually no battles happening here now. In this case, we've moved to the north. I'll go to the central area. Oh, and the bombing damage now is massive. Do I even need spies? Not really. I was hoping I'll do something with them to help out France, but it's not going to happen now. Okay, looks like the Japan-Chinese front has stalled. More rubber tech, more excavation tech. There we can balance out the economy. For artillery and advanced machine tools. The question would be, who would I send this to? I'd imagine I'd send volunteers to Greece. And then I could put mechs here and just block them. The problem is I can't build ports. So I need to be able to secure either Athens or somewhere just above it. I'll have to think about that. I guess I could send volunteers to the UK, but the volunteers would land into Britain here. What I could do is send air volunteers in that case. I don't want to have to reroute them around. What I'm going to do is use control groups here. So control 1, and then whenever I press 1, it'll select the 4 air wings that I've sent. I'm going to help out the Brits now. What's this? The Americans coming to the aid of the Brits in the World War scenario? Well, I've never seen that before. Begins the bombings. Well, there are enemy planes here, so we're just helping the offense. Oh, the Battle of El Alamein. Where I remember the Italians took that port, remember? Does anyone remember that? No, me neither. Okay, in this case, we've got a full row we want to change. Change it to a tank and change it to a mech. That way you don't have to click 4 times. Well, more than 4 times, 8 times in total. Saving you time, aren't I? Full army of mechanized. Deploy another 100 horses. Another situation you run into is you run out of building slots. The way you get around that is you build more dispersed industry. Anyway, to build infrastructure. Once again, only build it in regions that have got resources. Otherwise, there's not much point. You're not really going to gain a great deal from that. So I don't think there's a lot of point. So I don't do it. I'm so sorry, Georgia and South Carolina. Helping out Britain. I don't think that's on my bingo list. Helping out China. Also not on my bingo list. Can I do the Guanxi Clique thing? I'm going to send 200 convoys to you. And I'm going to try and pump the Guanxi Clique full of divisions and just see if it makes a difference. So I've not talked much about helicopters. Let's talk about them. So we've got transport now. We'll click them on. But this is what the impact of this makes. So if I were to remove the regular helicopter and the transport, the supply will jump up by, well, half a point. So instead of 1.96, it'll be 1.48. Doesn't seem a great deal, but when you stack all these modifiers, we're going to go for the 3rd one and the 4th one, you'll see that the difference in supply becomes quite big, and therefore big fat divisions, which usually are frowned upon, are more accessible due to the big supply reductions. It becomes possible. Air doctrines completed them, mate. Waiting for the inevitable Chinese counteroffensive. Come on, boys. When is it coming? When is it coming? Hey! Marines completed it, mate. One of these moments served. Don't usually do this very often. Make civilian factories, as you would say, in 1940s. Yeah, I don't do that very often. Hey, it's election time. Would you like the New Deal or political power? I think we'll do the New Deal again. The armored infantry is done. Mechanized are the future, I've heard. Let's get those mech bonuses. Also, we can make mech better with a new policy. So mech now has reliability. Do you know, alternatively, vertical integration is pretty good too, because it reduces the cost of rubber for them. All of them are viable alternatives. Make mech, extra reliability and extra breakthrough, sure. And then the guns have extra reliability too. So any reliability above 80% means that when that equipment is damaged in combat, it can be recovered after the battle, even if you win or lose. All right, how many volunteers can we send now? Do you know what? I've never even thought of this, but I could send the volunteers to China and demolish the Japanese. Yeah, why not? Big engines? God, that increases the production cost so much. But we could do some serious bombing then, couldn't we? Bombing potential goes up incredibly high. And then add lots of turrets onto them. That's so stupid. Why? What? Oh, I'm just full of bad ideas today. Anyway, we send the... I was going to just send guns to you, wasn't I? How many can I send? We could send 2,000? I just eyeballed that. That was totally wrong. Maths was never my strong point. And English. And science. And religious educations. And geopolitics. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, 14 divisions I can send. Oh, yeah, I'll send them. Don't mind if I do. The only issue we might run into with this is we might run out of supply. This is something I'll keep an eye on. Yeah, supply here is going to be super bad. That's the reason why flame tanks should have barrels on them. Yeah, barrels is the way forward. My inner child screaming barrels from a PewDiePie video is coming back for the vengeance. Also, I've forgotten about flame tank upgrades, which is this one. 52 days. Don't mind if I do. Also, we could send volunteers to Greece. We did talk about that, didn't we? We could send 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Once again, might be one of those too little too late situations. I feel like I'm really stretched here. You know what? I'll give it a shot. Why not? For some reason, you can't exercise when they're volunteers. I mean, it just kind of makes sense. Why would you ever have the ability to do that? It doesn't make any sense, but it's a shame I can't do it. All right, the Chinese volunteers have arrived. I'll add on my logistics wizard, who has no face. He does have a face. He does have a face. Okay, we desperately need mechanized. So shift that to the bottom. Go that here and pump out those mechs. These guys do not need any assistance. And then we're going to put these guys like here. Immediately supply becomes absolute trash. Staff office plan. 3, 2, 1. So I said I was going to actually micro, didn't I? Probably should actually micro for the video, shouldn't I? Nah, and you know what? For this one, I'm actually going to battle plan. Anyway, Greek volunteers have arrived. It don't matter. Oh, it does actually matter. We could just hold this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and we're holding a supply depot here, so it's going to make a big difference. And then we're battling them in the air here. So I suppose air volunteers would be useful for Britain, wouldn't it? Just to weaken the air force for the allies. Okay, 4 here. We need another 1, 2, 3. No, we don't. We're just going to exercise them. We'll just send 1 greenie over. Just the 1. We can hold, boys. I believe. The American mechs holding out. I believe. Low on helicopters. Get a few more of those in. Oh, looks like they're going to break. I guess we could make another 4-battle line, couldn't we? Like here and here. I suppose it actually would be better if the 4-battle line would be here, here, and here, wouldn't it? Oh, but we are actually holding. The Air Force is making a big difference. The combination of lots of hard attack and lots of good Air Force makes a massive difference. Flying Tigers are already here, lads. They're already here. Yeah, the supply here is absolutely murdering me. Yeah, let's just move these guys here. Move back and just take a breath to charge. Supply is just too low. It's just killing me. Now we're burning through equipment here. Not good for me. We do have supply here, though. Oh, supply is blocked from capital. It's a glitch. It's a glitch. It's a glitch. It shouldn't work like that, but it is. It's a glitch. Okay, we'll come back to that. Because it says we're behind on this equipment, but we're not actually behind on it. What's happening is it's in my stockpile, but it can't reach the division. That really sucks. Oh, it is what it is, though. I realize I'm not actually assigned a general for this. I feel so confident in my victory. I don't even need a general. These have supply blocked as well. No, we're just waiting for a delivery. Delivery's coming, boys. Just wait. Oh, no, they're going to break. Hold out. Okay, this burst industry is done now. Which means, I don't know what it means, but regardless, we're going to make some nuke facilities. We can't even nuke because we're not at war, but I'll make them anyway. Why not? When you have an industry as big as I've got, it doesn't even matter anymore. Yeah, industry's so fat. They're actually managing to break through me because the divisions are so broken. Oh man, that makes me a bit salty. Report here. Yeah, there is. Would this give me access, though? Okay, let me try a hypothetical here. Because we have access into this puppet state, I want to see if I move into here where we get supply. Because technically, they don't have access to a port here, and this port is connected to my capital, too. So you would think this would give me access. No, reinforcements are blocked from capital. Oh, I can actually delete the division now. But you will lose 80% of the manpower. We have a Soviet Union. Hello, sir. I have 700 of our pride's convoys. I wonder why I'm doing this. I wonder. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like if in a situation like this, where I'm trying my absolute best to beat a thorn in my side like this, like Greece, and I'm just denying them from being here, I don't know, that would make me laugh. Make sure we do his motorized priority. Would that make a difference, though? No, supply is still blocked. That sucks. Okay, this is the division. 58% hardness. Go hard or go home. In this case, back to America? I think not. That sucks so bad. This is technically a part of the Guangxi clique, so that wouldn't apply anyway. Maybe if I captured Vietnam and captured that port, but then it'd be given to the Guangxi clique, so it wouldn't apply anyway. One thing you always check is this a glitch with the game? And one way of finding out is to save and reload. Let's save. Welcome back. No, it's not been fixed. Nice try, Dave. You gave it your all. If you want the best supply reduction, you would go for deep battle with a 20% reduction. You get 15% from Grand Battle Plan. Yeah, it's got to be Grand Battle Plan. Grand Battle Plan meta. The big decider in China is always supply. The winner is always supply. Okay, so this is the solution. Consolidate. The selected units are encircled and will lose all their equipment. So this is kind of like an anti-exploit. So even the devs have thought of this. Congrats to the devs. But I haven't got any choice. I lose the manpower, but I don't lose the equipment. So technically we have like 5 full strength divisions now. It makes me feel so icky, this. If we capture this port, this technically is Chinese, so that would give us supply. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. All right, staff office plan. Bing, bada boom. New general for China. Douglas MacArthur, Eisenhower. We'll go for that Joseph guy. I don't think I'm using him. Maybe I am. I'm not. All right, get the planes to position. We're going to be bombing this region. And then we push. And then we just slice through them. Once again, we're attacking onto planes here, which is to our advantage because there is little resistance. We're pushing to here. Then we've got that port. Is this going to give us supply now? Nope. Still says supply is blocked from capital. Probably means... Where is their capital? Here, Chongqing. It tells me somehow we need to connect this to this, I think. We're pushing into mountains here, so it's just going to be a nightmare. So we go one here, and just push along, I guess. I just love how easy it is to break these front lines. It's just insane. It's considered blockaded still. Yo, we've got supply now! Oh, God, I'm so excited about the little things excite me, right? Dave is easily excited. Yes! Okay, the convoys have been delivered. Now you deploy the guns. Okay, so 800 of that. So that would be 20,000. Okay, I told you, math is not my strong point. It's still not my strong point. There we go, kind of. The M3 is done. Then we go for the M5. Boom, the M5. Also an improvement for the medium. Ground attack and strat bombing. Very useful. I mean, not useful. All right, pop you guys here. Gain a little bit of planning bonus. Staff office plan? Yeah, I don't mind if I do. It is time for the big push. And we just rip through the mountains. And we've got actual CAS. Well, tactical bombers doing strat bombing. Helping us crack open those mountains. Oh, I feel so salty that I had to consolidate my troops. And I've lost supply again, have I? Yep, not connected to capital. How does this game even work anymore? I have no idea. I have no idea how this game works. But regardless, we're definitely doing our bombing duties here. So we will eventually connect the front line up anyway. Okay, Japan has declared war on the Philippines. And all my volunteers have magically disappeared. Do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why? The reason why is we are now at war with the Japanese. Greece, I did really well holding, but unfortunately now I have to leave. I have to go now. My country needs me. You're in for a treat, Japan, aren't you? 1v1, USA versus Japan. Who will win? Place your bets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done, done. Now we need chromium, which we'll work on that soon. Continue the land lease to the Soviet Union. I'll wait for my volunteers to come back home, and then we'll go from there. Oppenheimer? I feel like I've heard of that guy. I wonder if he'll come in handy at some point. Okay, so this is the plan. With Death Stack Navy, we move over to this region and raid these key free regions. So we're kind of isolating Japan, but without having to like connect with them directly. Right, they've arrived and we're only getting 41%. So we press D to split and then put maximum risk. Remember, we've got max training on these guys and max doctrines. I feel so confident that we can absolutely demolish everyone. Yeah, I feel so confident about that. The raiding has begun. The great embargo of Japan. Oh my goodness, it's so easy. Who said Death Stack Navies weren't a thing anymore, right? Who said that? No one did. No one said that, Dave. Okay, so it's time to improve our helicopters. So Field Hospitals 2 is going to be a thing. Transport 3 is a thing. These are the big techs, by the way. These are the ones that make like the biggest difference overall. And then finally Recon 3 as well. Hey, it's Panzer Leader. Oh, that's not what I actually want. Okay, never mind. I had a moment where I felt like he'd gain a trait, but he didn't. Hang on a minute. I thought we had a horse guy. Where's my horse guy? Oh, here it's cavalry. I'm typing horse when it's cavalry. Never mind. Ah, we have the great Robert. The great Robert Oppenheimer. Oh, a legend himself. And then we have Mary Posley. Hang on, it's the same woman. Charlotte McDowell. A legend and then 2 imposters. Or maybe the same person. Who knows? We need rubber and you're running out of places to build. Ah, rubber plantations of Puerto Rico and Alaska. Someone in the comments is going to be like, oh, technically, Dave, you're not actually building plantations. You're actually just building the refineries. Thanks, bruv. Thanks for explaining the joke. Now we all know the joke. Thanks for that. Well, no word of a lie. The amount of guns I've injected into the Soviet Union here has made a massive difference. Oh, we're still sending guns to France. Do you know what? I was completely unaware that Lend-Lease keeps going even after the nation's capped. Oh, no, it made a difference to the war there anyway. And then Guanxi Clique is still getting guns as well. I'm just forgetting that I've got these Lend-Lease going. But like the Lend-Lease is like so discreet. It's like, oh, don't tell anyone they're still sending us guns. Don't let anyone know. Would you like some helicopters? Oh, it makes me laugh. Weapons you will never use or ever need. But there you go. Have them anyway. This is the point where just a few guns to the Soviet Union has made a massive difference. And this front line is not going anywhere. I don't need these horses anymore. They serve no purpose whatsoever. They were just an exploit tool to allow me to send more volunteers. United States has achieved autarky. Well, not right now, but soon, because we're building the refineries for it, and then we're working on chromium extraction. So eventually, join the Allies. Why not? And we've got access to the ports. Convoy raiding intensifies. It's time. You only have 31% naval supremacy in the Marinana region. What's this region? What do you know? The game does not lie. I have very little support in that region. That really sucks, because that means I have to plan the entire naval invasion all over again. Alternative strategy for the Soviet Union. Do not take out Finland directly from the front. You must take out Finland from the rear. That is the weak spot. Oh, let's go! Sometimes the AI just takes down their navy. And then you're like, I don't know. Perfect opportunity to do a naval invasion. I will take that opportunity. Go! Be aggressive. Then planes fly over, attach. Air Force, fly over, attach. 24 divisions. They're going to liberate in brackets, the Japanese. Okay, easy. Oh, there we go. We didn't actually activate the battle plan. I wondered for a second why nothing was moving. That explains a lot. And now the Air Force is coming. And it's just mop-up duty now. And our contribution is 12%, meaning we didn't get anything. I guess we could yoink some islands. United Kingdom has taken that island. Okay, so I'm taking my islands too. Never mind German island in the Pacific. They're now American islands. I mean, that's not even ahistorical, is it? Perfectly balanced. Like all things should be. Bands join the Axis. Peace conferences just don't work right, do they? Never mind. I thought the Greeks would fail here, but they've actually done a really good smack-up job of holding ground. I've just left them with what they've done. I've offered them the way of fishing, and they're fishing themselves. I didn't just supply them with the fish. Well, I'm in the Allies now. Build some airports. Never mind, we've got another front to deal with now. And that front is the evil French front line. Bad French. Bad Africa, France. Once again, Africa is always that situation where you want to be capturing your ports immediately, getting your supply connected, because otherwise you'll just be stranded. Trust me, don't be stranded. And plus, don't forget my naval invasion as well. Always forget about that. Don't forget about your naval invasion, Dave. Okay, we got Sicily, but we didn't get the other side. That unfortunately got encircled. We did get... none of these are actually what I want. What? You still don't have cavalry leader? Oh, that's the reason I hired you. You were meant to be the guy who's going to shine. Here we are. Here we go. Makes it more likely when Italy capitulates that you will be the puppeteer of Italy. Now, breaking the strait is unrealistic. Penalty, 78%. You need an engineer or marines to do that. It is what it is. You get Casablanca, North Africa is secured. And if you can't take it directly, just encircle it. Never mind, we didn't need to do either. The evil French have been eliminated. And then we just replaced with the bad French. I'm joking. I love France. Yes. Mask off, Feedback Gaming. Mask off. All right. Naval invasion. From here. Do you know what? Just we land directly into Rome. I don't usually do this, but let's give this a shot. Okay, we've taken Greenland. Oh, no, we've not. We've not had the event for that, but we have taken Iceland. A puppet of ours. So if you don't want to annex your puppet, you know what you do. You build a lot of things inside them. The development of Iceland has just gone up by 1,000%. So nice to play USA and not have to worry about fuel. So nice. Okay, well, our guns didn't go very far, did they? The Soviet Union's already beginning to lose. Oh, it's that moment again where I'm about to do a naval invasion, but the Allies land directly in front of me. And also, when you start a naval invasion now, you can't actually subtract the divisions. Oh, no, actually, you can. Okay, they've changed that. Okay. Let's do a naval invasion. Oh, 9 days to 3 divisions. Okay. So that should be enough, but the naval invasion penalty is going to still be pretty high. We'll see how this goes. Oh my God. 990, another 10 points, and he'll get cavalry leader. Could have done with that before. I'm going to get this too little too late. And we land flawlessly. Oh my God, this is so good. And we connect over directly from the country to country. And then all the boys come over too. You connect east and west, then you've split them in half, haven't you? Well, obviously. Hey! Can we, combined arms bonus, 15% defense. Then we get the combined arms gentleman for extra attack. Combining all the arms all the time. And that means we're stacking defense, basically. We've not already guessed that's the reason why we're doing that. Defense stacking is the name of the game. I've just realized I've gone to mechanized 2, and I should be dropping the cost of it. But we don't have a lot of XP points. Something we're really struggling with. So what I'm going to do is switch out to relief of command when I get the option, because that increases XP gain by quite a massive degree. And there we go. Now we have clapped Italy. Boom, 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 boom. You're arriving at your destination. And that is Vienna. Okay, that wasn't the encirclement that I would have hoped. Isn't it annoying when they leech out of your encirclement? Doesn't that rustle your jimmies? Okay, we're literally pushing for every victory point now. Why have they not capped? Okay, they cap and then immediately the territory transfers over. Okay, transfer it. Okay, so there's... Maybe they didn't. There is no other Italy. The civil war for Italy never happened. Apparently it says there's Italy here. I don't see no Italy. Oh, well, there is one here, though. Oh, so Mussolini is here, but the other Italy doesn't exist? I don't get it. Anyway, ask for access for the Soviet Union. Actually, do I care about that? No, I don't. We'll just make a front line and let the Germans push in. They'll take the territory, and then I'll be able to just take it back. Okay, relief of command. Capturing all these secret facilities. That's amazing tech. But I don't actually really care about that. And why don't I care about that? Well, I already have too many facilities anyway. It's surprising that when you capture these facilities, you can actually use them immediately. I suppose to research something takes quite a long time, so you won't be able to really take advantage of it, would you? Okay, I think I'm going to pull back my front line. I'll let the Germans take this Soviet land, because I don't want to push into it, because it means if I push from Soviet territory to German territory, it'll be handed to the Soviet Union. But that's the way it used to work in Hearts of Iron too. It used to be the most infuriating system because there was no peace conference system. The land was just transferred based on who owned the land before it. So some nations could never capture any land because you always have to push through somebody else to get the territory. Which you could imagine it was a bit annoying. Don't forget about that stockpile of planes. Get them deployed. All right, I want to focus on the west and I'm going to liberate France. But through the Alps. Staff office plan. Banana, banana, banana. You saw nothing. All right, all the boys, close air support, bombing, in position, mass planning, push in 81% planning bonus. Remember, this is free damage. We will bury them. I'm going to push here to see if I get any little encirclement. Nah, I tried though. I tried. Well, that push is so aggressive. Want a bit of mustard, get some Dijon, get some Leon, get some Vichy. Ah, there is no Vichy. All right, we're in a good spot here for an encirclement, so I'm going to take it. Oh, it's like a knife through butter. I told you, mech, man. Mech is just so strong. Ah, look at those encirclements. Beautiful. I know I did say to you guys this is going to be a micro-intensive video. It was something. I helped out the Chinese. Oh, I massively helped the Chinese. What am I talking about? It's like I've forgotten about that Japanese war. Okay, I'm going to push more northwards here. Oh, Britain's doing a D-Day. 1943 D-Day. Nice. The big push. I don't really see much point of attacking the south here. Because the Allies can clean that up. So I'm just going to push into the key areas and connect it with the front line with the Brits. Oh, hello there. Is that a gap in the Maginot that I'm just going to walk into? Well, in that circumstance, I'll just take that. Usually the hardest part to break. And I'm just going to break straight through it like there's nobody there. In that case, you know what? I'm going to do, once again, it's going to be opposite day. I'm going to push into the front line that I wouldn't usually push into. Because the Maginot line would stop you. Which, once again, I don't know if I've said this a million times, but the Maginot line shouldn't work both ways. It shouldn't be like... You can't be able to break it on both sides because technically the forts are pointing towards Germany, aren't they? Doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, everyone to get into position. No, press the wrong one. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we're pushing again. I was going to do a staff office plan, but I guess we're doing the no supply route. Low supply meme. No supply memes. Oh, you've annexed Iceland. Nice. I suppose you could do the same with the Philippines too. It'd be a very strange country, wouldn't it? If you were in Asia and also in Europe. And also in North America, there's the big push. West Wall? What West Wall? Oh my god. The damage! We're going to push into the most trickiest parts of Germany first. The Sudan, the West Wall, the Maginot. There you go, grab Berlin. Why not? Oh wow, we had spies and we've just liberated our own spies from occupying that territory. Man, the damage. It's just too much. We're actually overrunning as well. The amount of firepower we've got is just huge. I'll do a little summary of the helicopters and what difference they're making. The big difference is the hardness, I think. 72% hardness. Remove the helicopters. And the hardness is still 72%. Okay, so it's not actually making a difference on the support companies, which I kind of thought that from the beginning. I can't get over hardness, guys. It is the meta. You want to perform well? Max out your hardness. An example of a battle here. it looks like we should be winning this because it's technically just... Oh, actually, it's 3 divisions. I thought there was only 1. But you can see here the amount of damage they can deal to us is so low, like 20% attack. It's because the hardness is so high. Most of the hardness damage is being ignored. Remember, the way hardness and software works is you only deal the amount of hard attack or soft attack based upon the amount of hardness of the division. Because the hardness is so high, the amount of damage that can be dealt is incredibly low. And that's it. I think that's the end of Germany. Capped! 9.17 million casualties. I inflicted only the third, 756k. I think the true hero of this campaign has got to be the Greeks, you know. Surely I gave them some assistance from our air force, and credit to them, they managed to hold on. But then after when I left, they were on their own and they still held. Can we get a thumbs up for the Greeks in the comments? Can we? Can we get a thumbs up for them? I have mad respect for those Greeks. Oh, we still got the Polish government for the Germans that still exists. They're still a puppet though, even though Germany doesn't exist. It just feels weird to me. My contribution is 18%. You know, there's that old Mussolini quote, isn't it? Like the peace conferences are paid in blood. And yeah, this just appeared to be the case in this circumstance. Don't know why I have the ability to grab chunks of Iraq and grab chunks of Syria. Doesn't make any sense, but make it make sense. I don't know. Europe, but not as you know it. Well, that's not too bad. The Soviets definitely had the most contribution. There must have been some tweaks to contribution system because it just feels like the Soviets are getting way more than they ever used to before. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite right. So what did I get? West Africa, and I got some East Africa. I got Syria and Iraq. Once again, make it make sense. And also I got a chunk of Iran as well. Yeah, this is Iran. Yeah. Make it make sense. I got my Pacific Islands as well. Yeah. Okay, let's just check out the division then. So this is what we've ended up with. The star of the show is the hardness. Once again, this division deals 138 hardness. So that means the hardness is the amount of damage you'll be dealt to this specific division. At this case, 72%. And remember, hardness is a number that's harder to come by than soft attack. Hence the reason why this division doesn't take a lot of damage. And the AI doesn't make very good hard attack divisions for that reason too. To be fair with you, it might have actually been a better division without the AA and with the mech because I already had good air force anyway. So if you want to look at the ideal division, this is the one. So supply-wise, I got 99 supply. Remember, it was less than that based on other modifiers that I'd stacked. But if I was to remove the regular helicopter and the transport helicopter, it would almost double the amount of supply this division takes. Hence the reason why that's such a big deal. And overall, too, the medevac, what is that doing? Is adding war support protection and trickle back, so you're losing less manpower, which is evident the way I've played so far. You gain extra HP for mobile divisions such as mechs, extra recovery rate. I mean, there's so many stacking recovery rates here. No wonder when I was attacking, I can continue the attack continuously. They couldn't damage me. I was recovering my XP and I was just doing continuous damage. And then we also had recon too, something I don't really care that much for. However, it was actually adding soft attack, hardness, and breakthrough. You just feel like a lot of these bonuses do feel kind of fairy dusted, so you don't gain a lot of bonuses, but you gain lots of little ones, and then I suppose they all add up in the long run. But I think this is the division you would technically go for. A very expensive division, though. Very, 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 very expensive. I suppose if you wanted to go further with this and add more armor onto it, you can add a single tank on it. I would have needed delivery to actually design a specific tank for armor, where that one I've got in the game isn't very good. The stats on this one are insane. A big thank you would be joining by clicking on the membership button below this video. With that, you get early access videos. Be able to see this video maybe days, maybe weeks in advance. If your name is on screen right now, you are one of those ones. I love you so much. Thank you for supporting my content. You are the best. What secret weapon should I do next?